My name is Jan Callison. I'm a member of the Hennepin County Board of Commissioners and the chair of the county board in 2015. I'm also the lead commissioner for the Hennepin-University Partnership and a member of the management team for the partnership. Hennepin County is the largest county in terms of population in the state of Minnesota, so 1 in 5 people in the state of Minnesota lives in Hennepin. And we like to say 1 in 3 jobs, which could be a little high, but we're saying it, so I think that's okay. It's a remarkably diverse county, 45 cities, 1 unincorporated area. Largest city is Minneapolis. Smallest cities have several hundred folks, but there's also a fair amount of the county that's still rural. So you can find almost everything in the state of Minnesota in Hennepin County, probably with the exception of iron ore mining. There's no iron ore mining in Hennepin County, but it's a remarkable place, and it's been a leader for a long time among the counties in Minnesota and nationally, and we pride ourselves on our innovation and our willingness to try new things. I would say that one way it takes place is that we like to try new things. And so we have been piloting different areas, looking at the trends and the concerns and the needs of Hennepin County and trying to do new things to address them. One example is workforce development. And we know as we look at the changes in demographics that our population is changing in Hennepin County and in the state of Minnesota, more diverse, more seniors. We have more people receiving services than we'd like to have receiving services in the county. So we have been looking at ways where we can take those folks who receive services, train them to provide services, and so make them employees of the county, give them a career path. And we've been really willing to share that information with other employers in the county. So it's not just our program, it's really something that everybody can take advantage of. So that's one area of innovation. I also think of child protection and children's services, where we've been relooking at how we provide those services, willing to try some new things so we can do a better job in that area. Well, let me talk about the university partnership, if I may. And I think what's so great about this partnership is that these two large, unique institutions are willing to learn from each other. And so we go to the university and they inform us on policy, they inform us on issues, they make us smarter, if you will. And in turn, we invite their students to come to Hennepin County and we help train them. And I'd like to think we make them smarter as well. And so because of this partnership, we're able to do our job better. And there are some specific examples of that as we look at the work we've done with the university. So I think of the seminars we had, I think a year or so ago, on resiliency among children. And we had our county workers and we had experts from the university. They were remarkably well attended. And we really gave people tools to understand when children are maltreated, what does that do to their brain? But what's the process for recovery from that? What can we expect? How can we help that along? And that, to me, was a great example of the expertise of the university informing the work that we do at Hennepin County. And I carry with me the memory of the enthusiasm that people shared after that event. I would say first because it's unique. I mean, it's not very often that you see these two large institutions, fairly complex, come together. So I think we want to note the risk that was taken when we started that partnership. We want to be aware of what we've gained from the partnership, the way that we do our work better, the way the university does its work better. And then we want to set the stage for the partnership to continue because we know we can do more. And so by talking about the 10th anniversary now, I think we accomplish all 3 of those goals. We asked the university to look at the way that food shelves in Hennepin County operate. We don't have a very strategic, I will say, my language, approach to it, and so the university gave us ideas about how we might reshape that program. That's been one way that we've used the university. We've used the university in various evaluations of programs to tell us how we're doing in homelessness and areas like that. We use the School of Public Health at the university to coach us in behavioral modification techniques so that we could make changes at a boat launch on Lake Minnetonka and reduce the introduction or the spread of invasive aquatic species. Well, I would point to a couple of benefits. First, I'd like to think that the training that we do of university students benefits those counties because they don't stay in Hennepin. You know, they spread throughout the state of Minnesota, and so the practical experience that they have gained here is useful throughout the state as they go to work in other counties. The other benefit, I think, is that while there's not a University of Minnesota in every county, there are experts in every county, and our willingness to go outside our walls and partner with others who have expertise, I think sets an example for other counties of ways that they can do the same thing, whatever their situation is, and partner to get a better product for their constituents. I think more cooperation, more recognition of the strengths of the two entities, more policy development at Hennepin County that reflects the knowledge that we gain from the university, more opportunities to train university students, and at the end, what we're all trying to achieve is a vibrant Hennepin County and a vibrant state of Minnesota. Here are these two publicly supported institutions using a really precious resource, which is taxpayer funds. And we want to use those funds in the best way that we can. And we recognize that if we work together, if we think through these problems together, each bringing our unique approaches, so their expertise in thinking about it and our expertise in doing it, that we actually can develop policy in a much better way, and we can be more efficient and effective with those taxpayer funds. Another benefit I would point to is that I now know people at the university. And before being involved as the lead and the events that HUP has done, the partnership has done, I would not have known where to go at the university when I had a question. And so one of the benefits of this partnership has been to demystify, if you will, that institution and to create some relationships that I think are beneficial.